Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Jag Lane. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a Minecraft movie. This movie somewhat surprised me because when it released the first trailer 6 months ago, I actually did a trailer reaction and I wasn't really impressed with the movie, right? I thought it was charming, but I just didn't. I felt like it was missing something at the time. Anyway, the Hollywood Reporter have put out an article today stating the box office Minecraft movie tracking for a decent $58 million opening. Starring Jack Black and Jason Momoa, the family-friendly event pick follows a group of misfit humans who must learn how to survive in a world of the popular video game. The outlook for a Minecraft movie is looking promising. The kid-friendly movie adaptation of the popular video game is tracking to open $58 million or thereabouts in its North American debut over April 4th to April 6th, according to sources with access to data from national research groups. That's good news for Warner Brothers co-movie chiefs Mike DeLuca and Pam Abby, who have come under the microscope after the studio suffered a series of misses at the box office. They inherited many of those picks in various stages of development. Minecraft is their first movie they've made from start to finish, along with the upcoming Ryan Coogler vampire movie Sinners. Okay, so they have two movies that are coming out that need to be moderate hits, right? Hollywood has longer wanted to make a Minecraft film, and even this one faced multiple delays due to the pandemic and subsequent labour strikes. Warner Bros. Partnered with the Legendary on the PG-rated pick, but they put up most of the financing for the fantasy action adventure. The pick's budget is reported $150 million before marketing, while pinpointing $58 million. NRG's overall range is about $53 million to $63 million range. The studio will now unleash its final marketing blitz in hopes of coming in on the higher end. Featuring an ensemble cast that includes Jack Black, Jason Momoa, the live-action film follows a group of misfit humans who must and are transported into the world of the popular video game and must learn to survive. I'm not even kidding. It actually does say right here, just known, are transported into the world of the popular video game and must learn to survive. Sebastian Eugene Hansen, Emma Myers, and Daniel Brooks also to star. Not really big names, are they? They're the young kids in it. They're up-and-coming actors, I believe. According to the tracking data, a Minecraft movie is drawing keen interest among teenage boys and girls, and is also doing well with young adults. The data shows the Minecraft drumming up nearly the same sort of interest as Paramount's first Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay. So let's take a look at Sonic the Hedgehog's domestic, right, opening. Because this is the thing. Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2020, the movie made $320 million. And I want to just say something about that. No, it surpassed... What did it say? Okay, it made $148 million domestically. The first film did. And it made $319 million worldwide. Okay. I think this movie's going to make more than that. If you take a look at Barbie, which was Warner Brothers' last big movie, Barbie's movie domestic box office, right, that film grossed $636.238 million domestically. And in its opening weekend, right, it grossed $162 million. On its opening weekend. I'm not saying the Minecraft movie is going to do that, right? But it very well could. The thing is, you've got... But I want to say it's going to beat Barbie. Because I really hated Barbie. Right? But then I wasn't the target audience for that. And this is where the argument comes in. Your target audience are teenage girls, which was your target audience for Barbie. Right? Your teenage audience is young women adults who used to play Minecraft. Same as Barbie. But you now got the teenage boys and the young men, right? Who are going to be going into this as fans of the video game, wanting to see what this thing does, right? The movie could easily outscore Barbie. I'm not saying it's going to, but it could easily have a bigger opening, right? Depending on what the marketing does. The thing with Barbie was this whole Barbenheimer thing came about, right? And that's kind of what propelled Barbie into being $1 billion movie, because a lot of people saw the Barbenheimer hype and was like, oh, I'm going to check both these films out. My cousin saw the film 3 times. I questioned him on it, because me seeing it once, that was enough. Didn't want to see it again. Other family members were like, weren't fussed by it. But he really enjoyed the film. He got a lot out of it. He said it was just a fun thing. He went and saw it with a couple of mates of his, and they all just went and saw it and just kind of looked at the movie. They can do what I can't do, which I'm really jealous of, is literally watch a film and walk away from it. Whereas I need to analyse box office, and I need to know the behind the scenes stuff. It's how my brain works, unfortunately. But the Barbie movie made 1.4 billion, right? This Minecraft movie could easily make 150 million opening weekend domestic, right? Like it could. But how could it? It could easily make 150 million, because you just have them target audiences. And if you were to have your YouTubers, which there isn't many of these days, start doing videos going, get them in. Tell them to do reviews. Because if you had Stampy go and see this film, and he goes, this is the best thing that's ever happened to Minecraft, all of his audience would go and see it. That's no doubt in my mind. The whole of his audience would go and see it. That's just fact, right? So, the Minecraft movie, tracking for a decent $58 million opening, great. I want it to get higher. I would love to see this movie open at 100 mil domestically. I think worldwide it's going to do. I'd love to see it surpass Barbie, just because I think I'm going to prefer this film over that film. And you do have Jack Black, who is a very big, favourite actor of mine. He's been Po from Kung Fu Panda, School of Rock. He's had a load of movies that have been really sort of influential in my life of movies. First time I watched School of Rock, I watched it and I just was like, I connect with this. Even though I was about 1 when the film released, by the time I watched it I was about 12. Nickelodeon did their own show and I was like, oh, School of Rock on Netflix. Watched it. Then I learned, oh no, this is the real thing. It was when the Nickelodeon show was out when I watched it. And then the box office for Minecraft, I think, is going to be massive, because I think this is the kind of film that will either get young teenagers, like 13-year-olds, and then young kids who are maybe like 10 to 13-year-old range, will get them into movies. Because there hasn't been many films like this that have been this big in scope. It's, you've all played the video game, now sit down for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and watch this movie. Because I think it's going to be the film that makes movies for the younger generation feel good. And I've always been a movie fan. Always. I've used to watch the Michael Keaton Batman films. I've been a fan of old movies. Like, for me, 80s and 90s movies. I'm early 2000s, right? And I know people are going to watch this going, the 80s actually isn't that old, but for me, they're classics. Classic movies like Lethal Weapon. Love the Lethal Weapon films. Watched them all during COVID. And I rewatched Lethal Weapon one about a year ago. I just love watching these, what I call old time classics, these movies that will never get old. And I think this film can sort of give young people this new fresh life into movies. This movie is going to be huge for them, because this is going to be the movie that influences them in what they choose to go and see, what they eventually will end up liking in the future. I think this movie will bring youngsters to cinema, which is what we need. We need movies like this that are groundbreaking. I think a $58 million opening is decent. I don't think it's going to hit that. I think it's going to exceed expectations. And I'll be here on the first week that it launches talking about this movie quite a bit. And, you know, just discussing it with you guys, being like, yeah, we've got this. This is what we've got. And we've got this movie that's going to be big. And we are in the channel. This channel is going to be focused on that box office. Because this movie is going to be huge. And it has to be huge for the co-heads of Warner Brothers movies. Otherwise, they're out. So there's a lot riding on this in the film industry at the moment, especially for WB. But with that being said, I'll see you on the next one. Leave me a comment down below. Do you guys think this is a good opening for a movie that's had a rocky start with the trailers? Or do you think I'm right and it's going to exceed expectations and do 100 million at the box office? I expect this to go upwards. Unlike Disney that have been going on a downward trajectory with Snow White, I expect this to go upwards box office numbers as the marketing increases for this movie. But with that being said, I'll see you on the next one. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Stay cinematic. And I'll see you on my next video. Goodbye for now.